Alrighty, and 3, 2, 1. Whenever Instagram is technically we are live right now. I'm waiting for Instagram to read that we are live. Here we are.
How did we share
He-
that?
Here we are. You go to Instagram,
There it is.
and we
I
are
should go to
live.
Instagram.
Yeah, just go to
Oh shit.
Instagram. And we are live. Everybody, welcome to Off the Dome Show. We
Oh shit.
apologize about last week, but Mizzou had a bye week, and after that thriller against Vanderbilt, I needed a fucking bye week. So we all took the weekend off, enjoyed ourselves. I'm your host, Lucas, joined by my buddy Nate Dogg in the top right, Andrew Hedges at the bottom. How we doing, boys?
Hey, you want to go?
Yeah, man. We're actually Andy, why don't you go ahead and go first because
I can do that. I'm good, boys. I know I've been terrible about my attendance this year. I was always good at attendance in school, but yeah, I'm sucking this year in the off the dome show. Things are good. Yeah, I know. I heard that. I know. That's fair. That's a fair argument. Things are good. Job search is getting pretty close to wrapping up, so that's good. Finally about to
Nice.
have an income and get people better, which is good. That was the end goal. Worked out a little bit ago, and I'm just gonna share some wisdom that I realized earlier. I've always loved the Transformers movies, but
Okay.
dude, if you need a song to listen to while you're working out, those Transformers soundtrack songs by Linkin Park, oh my
I need
god.
there was
You
there
knew that was
was
coming. You knew that was
perfect.
coming.
I'm not
Yeah.
even I'm not even like I'm agreeing with you.
just
I
visualize Megan
Yeah.
Fox.
Yeah, that too. She was my childhood crush. I mean, yeah, it checks
I
out.
mean, come on, who was
But
it? Yeah, I mean, right?
but what I've done or what I've become and New Divide, whew,
Lincoln Park has some other
peak
good
workout
bangers
music.
out there too. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my daily wisdom. Other than that, life's good. Royals are in the fucking playoffs,
Let's
and
go.
they won a series. I mean, dude, we're playing with house money, so life is good there. Chiefs are still 4-0, thank God. Um, life's
Mizzou
good,
4
man.
0. Yeah.
Life is good.
That's good.
Mizzou's hanging on for dear life. Hopefully, they turn around this
I
week,
was gonna
and
say,
we're
how
going
are
to
you
talk a
gonna
lot about
mention the Chiefs and the Royals
that.
and not say and
I'm getting
Mizzou's
there.
4-0?
It was my segue the whole time. You just had to be patient.
Okay. Okay. Nate Dogg, how you
So,
doing?
Um, we've seen better weeks, I will say. Went into the office on Tuesday and some dude smashed my car in the parking garage. So I
oh
currently don't have
fuck.
a car. I'm dealing with a bunch of insurance phone calls and everything, trying to get that squared away. Um, Busy part for me as month end close. That didn't help. So just kind of like a lot of pressure.
Okay.
But we're making it through with the
Sorry to hear
help
that, man.
of a
Yeah.
little bit of bourbon. That'll get you through it.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we already got a comment. Oh wow, that does not that don't
I
mind the
was
overlay. That overlay does not look good when I do this.
I should
Salute to
send
the
a
motherfucking
picture.
boys.
I was gonna say Lucas has a picture. He could have dropped it, but this is what my car looks like.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's rough.
Hey, Nate, I will say, I shadowed at this place that I might work at soon, and
Mhm.
this patient was telling her PT that she had hit a deer recently that
Yeah.
totaled her old car, and then had her new Volkswagen for no less than 72 hours, and then that got hit at a quick trip by a big old truck.
Yeah.
So, you know, grass
I
is,
hate to.
or I guess there's always something positive to find, I guess.
I mean, it is what it is, right? You can't do anything
That
about it.
sucks.
But
That does suck.
it was a big truck. Um, didn't really do anything to his, but
Yeah,
is
You
that
wanna
what
know?
it
never
is.
happened. Trucks are always fine.
You wanna know what?
Guy was generous enough to leave his information and everything, so kudos to him. He didn't
Yeah,
have to do that, but
yeah,
it's
that's
what
good.
it is.
That's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that is my week for you guys.
That's what's up.
Not the
I'll
best.
run down
Lucas, you
my
seem
week.
pretty happy about that, man. You were smiling that whole time. You're like, fuck your car.
No, no, no,
Yeah, I
no.
know, right? He's
No,
like,
no.
this guy get him. Fuck this
No, no,
guy.
no, 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 no.
Finally.
It's because I said that's crazy, and if you know, you know, kind of situation. Um, I'll run down my week very, very quickly. Like Andy said, Royals moved on to the playoffs. The Kansas City owns the city of Baltimore. That always feels really
Yeah,
good.
we do.
Um, and then outside of that, man, just working out. I think I pulled a muscle. I don't know this is a thing, so I'm not a doctor, so don't flame me. If I think I pulled a muscle in my fucking face.
Okay.
got me
Can
to
I,
consult, my guy.
Like grinding,
Andy?
like
Is it possible to
clenching.
pull the
Were
muscle in
you
your face?
clenching your teeth hard or what?
Nah, like when I cracked my neck, I think I went too far over.
Strained.
Well,
Is
that
that
might be your.
possible?
Well, we'll diagnose that off the show. But yeah, let's.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
probably
you
could have
never
kept
know,
that
man.
off the show because now these guys probably think you're a wuss.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's crazy. It felt fine today, but yesterday I was like, dude, what did I do?
Yeah.
Anyways, that's essentially how my week is going. Ready for the weekend. Mizzou has a big game Saturday at 11. The Royals play Saturday at 17:38 against the Yankees. Um,
That's a good
so
sign.
yes, so
I
I'm
saw that. I was like, oh, we're good to go.
yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
excited for the weekend. I'm excited to just like binge a lot of football and not have to worry about going into work realistically. So that's how I'm doing. Thank you guys for asking me. We'll just jump right into the show then. Fuck y'all. I know this game was 2 weeks ago, so I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on it, but we didn't get the opportunity to give our thoughts about the Vanderbilt game. So we'll go very quickly over our thoughts on it, and then we'll just kind of move on from there because I'd like to not think back 2 weeks. But again, we didn't give our thoughts on it. So I'll go ahead. I never start, so I'll start and let you guys, get your thoughts together while I give my thoughts about the Vanderbilt game. I do want to say I was in Chicago for this game, so I didn't for the first quarter or so, or first quarter and a half. I didn't get to like sit down and watch it. We did find a Mizzou bar in Chicago, which is awesome. It was Mizzou themed. I should have put pictures on here so I could show you guys, but it was really cool. LP's Tap House, I believe, is the name of it in Chicago. If you're from Chicago and you wanna go check it out. Gosh dang it. Oh
Love
man.
to know what's so funny.
Uh, it's nothing important.
Sounds important.
Bro, I just can't, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways, Vanderbilt, that game was a shit show. Uh, it was a shit show. The fact that we had to go to double overtime against a team like Vanderbilt is insane. I think Vanderbilt is better than we all assumed they were going to be at the start of the season, so I'll give them the flowers there. But it's still a team that I think Mizzou should have handled fairly easy with the talent that we have on our roster and it being a home game. And Vanderbilt, we just have so much more talent than they do. I think our run game looked really, really good. I thought Brady Cook looked all right. Defensively, I thought we looked okay. Again, a couple busted coverages is the only reason I feel like it was a game. And our kicker going 3 for 6 obviously does not help. He makes one of those field goals. We didn't go to OT, but if he makes all three of the ones he missed, that's a 9-point win before overtime even happens. The coaching choice before halftime to go for it on fourth down, I was not opposed to them going for it on fourth down. But I feel like if you're going to go for it on fourth down, Brady needs to understand that he can't take a sack there and put Vanderbilt in a pretty good spot to be in field goal range right before halftime. And I believe that the game was tied at that point. So I wasn't mad about the fourth down go for it call, but I was upset with what happened after that. And Diego Pavia is a dog. That's all I have to say about Vanderbilt. He's a dog.
Yeah.
So that's my thoughts on the Vanderbilt game. I don't want to talk about it anymore, but you guys go ahead and give me your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, I'll be short and sweet. Yeah, definitely not a good performance at all. Pretty shitty, I will add, on our part. I know we haven't really faced anyone besides Boston College, but I mean, at that point, it shouldn't have been that close, especially missing 3 field goals. That's not us, you know. That definitely could have won us the game, not send us into double OT, drop us out of the top 10, make us not even feel like we should even be there now after last week's performance. I think we're really sitting at, probably ranked 12 or 13. So, yeah. Again, a lot to capitalize on, fewer mistakes. So,
We got some comments coming in. Macy Henson says Brady looked I don't disagree there. And then we have this comment here. Just need better coaching and give Luther the ball more. Absolutely agreed. Luther should touch the ball every play. If I was a coach, that's what I would do. And then we had one more. I'm not exactly sure what this means. I think tigers meow, but we'll take it.
I think they roar, right?
I think I wouldn't. If you found a
What
tiger
what
that meowed, then
what is
no,
it? What does that sound like though? Someone show me.
I'm not doing that.
I don't know.
That's a threat.
I'm gonna get your ass one of these
No,
songs.
sir. There will be no more sound bites from me.
I will say you could probably compare Luther Burden to Travis Kelsey right now. You know, a lot of teams are starting to lock him down after his performance last year, so it's probably going to be harder to get him the ball, but it's also opening up the game for our run game for Noel and Theo Weiss Jr. So, but yep,
Okay.
that's my take on the game. Not the best. So
Well, my thoughts on the game.
Oh,
Obviously, like you guys have said. Oh,
we have
you got
a we
something?
have we have a comment over on Instagram. So the way it works, I'll break it down so it doesn't. I don't want people to think I'm not like looking at their comments. StreamYard, which is what we use to have our podcast on. I'm gonna go through this very quickly. It has all the comments from YouTube and Twitter on here, but Instagram is weird and their comments are through something else. So I have to look at Instagram. So it's not that I missed it. Okay, it's not that I missed it. But somebody said
Okay.
I heard Mizzou's coach was on the Diddy party list.
Oh, that would be Jake Kaufman.
So if that is the case,
That
how do
would
we
be
feel about Drinkwitz at the Diddy party, and do you think he was there for the bye week to get some insight on how to beat Texas A&M?
potentially, because I also heard that Mike Elko was on the Diddy party list, so he was probably just going undercover, man.
I actually heard
That's my best guess.
that the Diddy underground tunnels led to Kyle Field.
I saw that too, as a matter of fact. Crazy.
So
That's what he was, dude. That's what he was doing. Drinkwitz is just undercover. So, Jake, thank you for that revelation, but it is not what you think it is. Man was just trying to get the scoop. So, yeah, no, he
hey,
texted me twice on my computer. Said, "Did he? Did he?"
hey, yo, you just said he
He
was
didn't
there to
realize
get
it
the
doesn't pop
scoop.
up on the
I don't know
screen.
what kind of
Yeah,
scoop you're talking about, but let's hope Drinkwitz is not there to get the scoop.
the
Um,
informative scoop. My
and
God,
then this is what
I
Macy
can't
said
sit
about
here.
the whole Diddy thing.
Yeah.
So
There you
Drinkwitz might
go.
have been there, hopefully not to get the scoop,
Yeah.
but to give the scoop.
sorry, I had to step
Ah,
out. Just got word
yeah.
my dog jumped up on the counter and ate all the chicken
Oh,
off the plate. So
nice.
That's a big dog to do that. That's crazy.
Boneless or bone in?
boneless chicken breast, yeah, man.
Okay, well there you go. That's better than the
Protein.
ultimate.
Hey,
Yeah,
he's getting those gains. Andrew, what
yeah.
are your thoughts on the Vanderbilt game?
I would say, like you guys have said, I'm going to echo that. Not the game that anybody expected or wanted, but it reminded me a lot of like my gut feeling I had during the game. Throughout the
Mhm,
majority of it was like watching the Chiefs Broncos game last year, the one that we lost.
mhm.
Because we ended up losing that 24-9, like it was a 2 possession game, but it felt the same way where like nothing was going right. Like, dude, come on, we're fucking better than these guys. And luckily, this game did not also end in a loss, but it kind of had that same feeling and just frustration boiling over. There were a lot of cuss words and yelling at my household. Of course, my parents don't understand the intensity of my fandom, and they're like, "Calm down, it's just a game." That's why I'm moving out soon because then the neighbors can complain about the noise. But anyways,
Jesus.
but yeah, I was fucking pissed off, man. So yeah, glad they won. They stayed the course, and obviously, like you said, the decision before half, you can't take a fucking sack there. I was okay with going for it too, but you got to have the awareness to get rid of that fucking ball. I have not gone back and looked at the highlights or anything other than thank God that guy shanked the field goal in double overtime. I think that's the only one that I
Shanked it.
watched multiple times. But kind of like that old Miss kicker did last week. But
Shanked it.
yeah, but no, glad we got the win. That was just what you're gonna get tested, and I would rather like some other Mizzou fans have been talking about. I'm glad that we're getting these tests. Well, and also frustrated that we had the Boston College game go the way it went, and you would think that'd be the wake up call, but then we had another wake up call against Vanderbilt. So I don't like that that's back to back weeks like that.
Mhm.
But now with the bye week, and you know that you got to go on the road to College Station. Hopefully they finally fucking woke up. So I got faith in the boys. I think they will. But yeah, didn't like those back to back wake up calls. But it was gritty, man. And you know what? You're gonna have tests, and like you said, Lucas, Vanderbilt. And I already thought this after week one when Vanderbilt beat Virginia Tech. I'm like, all right, this ain't your dad's Vanderbilt. So I
That's
think
such
they
a
may
grandpa thing
surprise.
to say, bro.
Well, I am a bit of a boomer myself, but you know me. But no, dude. I mean, Vanderbilt has obviously improved this year, and I think they're gonna get a few SEC wins across the board. Um, So I mean, it's still Vanderbilt. You don't want to lose to them, but I think that win it holds more weight than people are giving it credit for right now.
Some people are saying we should have lost.
Yeah, well, some
Probably
people would be
shoulda.
wrong. Probably should have, but we didn't. So
But we didn't. Yeah.
You want to know why? Can I
well,
tell you why?
Luther Burden.
No.
No.
Good teams find a way to win games.
So they do.
Simple as that.
So
2 years ago,
uh,
Mizzou would have found a way to lose that game.
I know. Yeah. Well, dude, a Barry Odom team would have lost that game. Even an early Drinkwitz team would have lost that game. So
That's what I'm saying.
the run game continues to be fantastic. I wish Nate Noel would have had a little more top speed at the end there. Would have had that tutty. But Burden continues to be great. Dude, Cook's not making mistakes. Like, he at least didn't turn the ball over. He got sacked on that 4th down. But, in that way, he's playing better than Mahomes right now. And I'm not saying as an overall skill, but I mean, in terms of stat line, he's not throwing stupid picks. He's not fumbling it. And you can't say the same for Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he threw a fucking pick that got Rashee Rice hurt. So,
Yeah, that's
I mean,
Fair enough.
trying to find the positive. So I think
Yeah.
hopefully the bye week they sorted everything out and ready to go down to Texas and get a dub.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
that's my thoughts.
I do want to go ahead and, unless any of you guys have any more thoughts about the Vanderbilt game, but I'd like to go ahead and move on and give our toast of the game to whoever we want to give it to. But if you guys have any more final thoughts, go ahead and get them out.
Nope, none.
All good.
Let's move on.
All right. Andrew, because you just went, who was your toast of the game to?
I kind of led into it with what I was just talking about, and I know it might be a hot take after last week, 2 weeks ago, I guess. I'm going to say Brady Cook for not making mistakes in terms of turnovers. Didn't turn the ball over at all, and then he didn't have a deep shot all game until it mattered most, and he hit Luther Burden in stride in overtime. So
It's true.
he finally got the job done.
That was a nice study. That was a nice study.
Okay.
We needed that.
And you know what? I think that's a pass and a touchdown that he can build confidence off of, and hopefully he's kind of remembered who he was last year. So
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to Brady. I mean, you know what? It was a sucky, shitty game, and it wasn't pretty by any stretch of the imagination. But when he found that deep bomb opportunity at the end, he got it done. So,
all right. So, toast to Brady Cook. This is from Andrew.
Cheers, boys.
All right, Nate.
I'll give it to the defense as far as containing their quarterback. We knew who was mobile coming out of the gate, and we did a pretty good job containing him. I know we let a couple balls go, but we held them for pretty good rushing yards considering what they did against Boston College. But, defense did step up there a little bit. They held us when we needed it. And so just shout out to the defense as a whole. They all did a good job, better than the offense.
Cool.
So,
cool.
Yeah, defense as a whole, man.
Boom. And honestly, when I was thinking about the toast of the game today, it didn't even take me that long to figure out who I wanted to give it to. I'm surprised you guys didn't do it. Nate Noel, 24 carries, 199.
I thought about giving it to him. He had a hell of a game. I know we talked about at the beginning of the season how
he's a dog.
He's gonna one of them two is gonna step up, and Noel has been a good person for us, personnel wise.
Nate Noel has been lighting it up. I am excited to see what he does against a better Texas A&M defense. But my toast of the game, Nate Noel, you kept us in this game, and you might be the reason we won the game.
Well, I wouldn't even say this game. He's been in every game,
Yeah, he's been good
since the beginning. So Noel, hats off to you, man, for doing us a favor.
Absolutely.
Our passing game hasn't necessarily been there, and I think he's been there. Converting those third downs, getting us some yards on first. So
I absolutely agree. Nate Noel he's a dog. I do want to go. This is just something really short. I just wanted your guys' thoughts on how you feel about it. I guess it's nothing super crazy. But then Mizzou unis this week, they came out all whites, white helmet, everything. What do you guys think? I love it personally. I think the drip is going to go insane. Seeing Luther in an all white uniform is.
Are you gonna throw up a picture of it or what?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can.
This guy. Who lets him run this? Oh my gosh.
But while I get that picture up, what do you guys think?
I like.
They're beautiful. Yeah.
I think they're nice
So-
and clean going against red. Like it's gonna look
I
good.
think they are. I guess it's our first away game, so we don't have anything to compare it to.
Yeah.
It's tied for first so far this year. All black was best start the season.
Oh, all
This
black.
one
I
is-
love our all black unis.
Low key,
Yeah.
honestly, without the stripes in the pants, the all white might actually look pretty clean.
They need to bring
Right.
the pant stripes
All
back.
right.
Yeah.
Here is the unis. This is
Well,
what.
let's get
this is-
some dirt on them, man. Let's
Listen,
go.
this is straight from the Mizzou Twitter, so this is why the pictures look crazy. Here they are.
Yeah.
They look absolutely amazing.
Yeah, maybe get some black gloves or all black, or maybe some red ones to match the Texas
Yeah, the A&M.
called for holding. Yeah, but I don't know how that'll
Old
look.
Travis Kelsey, Travis Kelsey trick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that is our unis for the week. I love it.
Yeah, they're pretty.
I
Yeah.
love it. I figured you guys would like it, but that's something I kind of want to incorporate. Just like the Mizzou unis, what we're wearing, if you guys
Yeah.
like it or not. I think the whole reason we were so close to Boston College or to Vanderbilt was because we wore gold on
That
white.
was not a good look, dude.
Not a good look.
I did see a clip that Drinkwitz explained why he did that though. And apparently, and I've already forgotten the weather from 2 Saturdays ago, but it was a very hot game. So I mean, obviously, you want to wear as much white as you can.
Yeah.
And then it was a gold out for the crowd, so he was like, "Well, we got to get a gold to match that." And I honestly, I didn't completely hate the look, but don't do it against Vanderbilt. That's my thoughts.
Yeah,
If
bro.
we want to talk about that, like, don't be gold on gold. If Vanderbilt's going to go gold helmet and then white, at least go blackout or something. Like
Mhm.
you can't have. Ugh. That was my complaint. You can't have too much gold. If the other
Agreed.
team has a similar color scheme to you, then you make sure that you do the opposite of that.
Yeah, you got to
It's con-
compliment the gold. You
contrast
can't-
is
Yeah.
yeah. You got
I
to
agree.
contrast.
Yeah.
Wasn't
That
a
was my
fan of it.
grievance.
Yep,
but-
wasn't a fan of it, but a win's a win, and hopefully after such a close win, hopefully we throw that uniform combo in the trash.
Agreed.
It's
Next,
gross for sure.
next up on the list, we're gonna go through this really quick. Is our pick'em recaps for the week before we jump into our pick'ems and our pregame preview for Texas A&M. I just want to go over these really quick. Let's see here. So we had Arkansas at Auburn. Obviously, we all took Arkansas in that game, and I don't remember. Arkansas won. We all got that right. We all took USC over Michigan. Michigan won, so we're all 1 for 1. Utah, OK State. You both took OK State, and I took Utah. And again, for the people watching, this is for 2 weeks ago, not last week, because we were on a bye week as well. Utah won that game, so I got the dub for that. So I'm 2-1. You guys are 1-2. We all took Tennessee over OU, all correct. We all took K-State over BYU, and BYU smoked them.
Yeah.
So with that being
That
said,
was a tough game.
you both have a shot
They
from
got
that. If you remember last episode, you guys said shots instead of shotguns. And then as far as the total points for the Mizzou and Vanderbilt game, what the score was 30-27, so it's 57 total points. Nathan had 51. Andy, you had 62, and I had 58, so I was the closest. Nathan was the farthest, so it's 2 shots for Nathan, 1 shot for Andy. And Andy, I did give you the option before the show that shotgun to make up could just be another shot, so I'll let you decide from there.
Okay.
You guys can do it now. We can do it at the end of the show. I don't care.
What do you think? That's about 2 shots.
Sure.
Oh boy, we're gonna be.
I'll take a sip. I'm not gonna leave the boys out.
I like how we didn't count the shot I took during the toast, but that's fair. So.
Oh, I didn't even see you did that.
Yeah, he did.
No,
He
well, I
definitely
mean,
took one.
I didn't take 3. But yeah, I took
Well, you
one.
only have 2,
Don't worry.
no? Or do you have?
I got
or do
it
you
on
have 3?
tap, fellas.
Well, I got one to make up for the shotgun, and then I got the one to make up for this week. So
Okay, yeah. You're only taking 2.
I got to do
You
one
took
more.
one. The video got it. I didn't catch it, but you
Lucas,
Fun
I
instant
just took
replay.
mine.
yeah. I saw
Alright, so we're
you.
good? One more?
Yep. Here we go. Nothing like Thursday night Jack Daniel
Woo.
shots.
Oh yeah, baby.
I
And we
know.
had
Oh yeah, Black
probably
Label.
one of the most interesting
Not sponsored, by the way.
questions that we could have been asked. I really want to know your guys' analysis here. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
This is the question. Do you guys think
Oh,
that
boy.
K-State guy really shoves a 5?
Dude. Hey,
No.
there's no video. I don't think it's.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
I don't think he.
Not that I'd actually
did
want to see it, but
it. Yeah.
I spent too much time thinking about that last Saturday. I was like, is that really all the way in? There's no way. There's no way.
I think Andy
I
might
think
have
cut the
get
shit.
invited
I think.
party.
All right. All right. Let's cool it. Let's cool it.
Oh shit, dude, I'm
No, I
sorry.
think that man just cut it in half and put it in his ass crack. If you want my honest opinion.
Whoa. I mean, I guess we'll never know.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
guess
think
we'll.
the question was about a man stuffing a burrito up his ass. Me saying ass crack is not the craziest thing.
I just, I didn't give it much thought. I saw it and I said, "Wow, that's crazy," and then I moved on with my life. I didn't
There's
actually
your
give it
answer,
any thought.
Ruben. There's your answer
All right.
for the folks that want to know.
So we're gonna give our Texas A&M previews now, but we're not gonna give our score prediction until the pick'ems. Understood?
Are we talking
Cool.
about uniforms, or are we going straight to?
We're gonna no.
Which one?
We already talked about uniforms.
Well, we talked about this week, so I didn't know if we were talking about overall.
No. Yeah, no. Just so like next week, I'll get the uniforms and we'll give
I
our
bet.
judgment again. But we're gonna
Alright.
go ahead and give our
Yeah.
Texas A&M preview. As far as what we're looking for, what we're worried about, what we think is gonna happen, but no score prediction until the end of the show.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and take first. Here I do have something I want to share because you guys are gonna need to see it. So give me 1 second. What did I do? Need this here. There we go. No, this one. Okay. Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
That's not what I was trying to do. Hang on. I'm trying to. They don't. There we go. Okay. So this is the advanced analytics for the game from Parker, but I don't remember his last name, but on Twitter it goes by Stats of War. So he does these advanced analytics for any FBS for FBS matchup. I remember, I don't know if you remember Andy last year, I would pull these up, but I wouldn't actually know what I'm looking at. I would just look at the colors and be like, okay, clearly we're the favorites, right?
Yeah.
But now I
Yeah.
have a much better understanding of how the analytics actually, like how to read them.
Break it down for us.
I'm gonna break it down for you guys. That's a little bit of research I was doing. He posted a video on like how to read it. So I was looking at that. I need to find where my notes were. I took notes. Okay. So this is so obviously the win probability and the projected points. That's pretty self-explanatory. We all know what that means. So according to these advanced analytics, Mizzou has a 63% chance of winning. You could round it up to 64. And we're projected 27, 28 points, and A&M's projected 23 points, which is interesting because the spread for this game I think is -2.5 in favor of Texas A&M. So the EPA stands for expected points added, and then obviously the success rate is how successful the team is doing such a thing. Okay, so the lower the number, the darker blue means that the better it is. Just to very simply put it for you guys. Defensively, you want to see negative numbers. So our defense is at a negative 0.05. That's good. Means our defense is good, and we're ranked 23rd. And Texas A&M has a negative 0.049, so they're ranked 38. So both defenses are pretty solid. I think our defense is as good as it is because we played two high school teams to start the year. So I'm going to put in a little asterisk by some of ours on our side just for the fact that we didn't play anybody. Success rate. So drop back is anything designed to pass, and rush is a designed run. So scrambles, when Brady Cook scrambles, that's still considered a drop back because it's not designed to run. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. And then defensive success rate is how good we are against the rush and how good we are against the pass. And then let's think here. And then echo ratio is I have it here. Give me 1 second. Of all the productive drives in the game, how many were your opponents and how many were you? So according to these advanced analytics, Mizzou has the best game control in college football. They allow their opponents to have less productive drives and we have more productive drives.
Okay.
Is essentially what that means. So if you just want to go based off the colors here, obviously Mizzou has all the darker blues, and it means that's like as best as it can get. There are ROEs, rush rate over expected. So red does not mean bad here; it just means run. And he said running is boring and passing is fun. So running is bad essentially because it's not as fun. It's not as explosive. And then you can tell how explosive a team is. So if you look at their EPA here, so offensive EPA is 0.098, ranked 19th. Okay, so that's how good our offense is. And then you want to look at the success rate here, which is 46.4% or ranked 13. If your success rate is higher than your EPA, which it is for us, means your offense is not explosive. So clearly our offense is not explosive, but we know that.
Yep.
And then so for Texas A&M, their EPA is 52 and their success rate is 81. So they are going to, if your success rate is lower than your EPA, you're explosive. So Texas A&M is more of an explosive team, not more of a grind the ball, move it down the field, stuff
Right.
like that.
Yeah. Which we've seen in previous games with them though too.
Yes, and then you can do the same thing for defense. Okay, so their defense is 38, and then their defense over here is 51. So their success rate is higher. So they don't really they allow explosive plays. I'm sorry. And then our defense, I mean, we don't really allow explosive plays. It's more of just busted coverages for us. It's like busted plays. Is the only reason teams are really scoring on us. Our defense doesn't lose all its brain cells for a couple plays of the game. A lot of these games aren't even close. So according to these advanced analytics, essentially to break it down, Mizzou is favored to win. Long story short, we're not explosive, good defensively, good with productive drives and not allowing the opponents to have productive drives. And then the other thing I wanted to go over actually was points / echo. What do I see that? Okay, so here, this is Missouri's defense. This is if our defense allows a first down past the 40, how many points we're allowing? Which is we're only allowing roughly less than a field goal every time someone gets past our 40-yard line, which is
Okay.
fairly good. Texas A&M is averaging almost it's more than a field goal. You get past their 40, it's more than guaranteed. You're positive you're probably going to get a field goal out of it, right? And then offensively for us, when we pass the other team's 40, we're maybe getting a field goal. It feels like when Mizzou gets to the 30, the red zone, they forget how to play football because our red zone offense has not been red zone touchdowns has not been great. Ending drives and touchdowns has not been great for us. So that's essentially the advanced analytics, and as I learn more about it, I'll be able to do a better job about that. But I wanted to share that with you guys. I think it'll come down to Brady making clean throws out of the pocket that are hitting the receiver. I think it'll come to the offensive line containing Nick Scorton, which is the defensive end for the Texas A&M Aggies, who is really, 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 really good. And the Texas A&M defense, defensive lines specifically, their DBs aren't bad, but they're not like anything we can't beat. But their D line is really good, so I'm really looking at the O line. I feel like our O line's been kind of shaky, and maybe that's why Brady Cook looks shaky in the pocket. Maybe he doesn't fully trust his O line yet. Defensively, and this is just SEC numbers I'm giving you. Mizzou's technically fourth, but we've only played 4 games. Texas A&M is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're 10th, but they've played 5 games. They've allowed 1,700 offensive or defensive yards. They're allowing roughly 300 a game, and we're allowing 876. So our defense is much better. But again, look at the competition. Texas A&M has played Notre Dame, Bowling Green, some Cupcake School, and then Arkansas. So the schedule's been a lot harder than ours to start the year. Offensively, we have the 6th best offense in the SEC somehow. Doesn't feel like it. And Texas A&M is on this bottom half, which with the Marcel Reed in, they're 3-0, and I think they're a much better team offensively with him in. I think it'll come down to clean pocket for Brady, run lanes. I want some quick passes to start the game. Bring those safeties, assuming they play deep like the other teams have. Bring them down so we can take those shots. If we do take the shots, we need to hit them. And defensively, I just want to be able to contain the mobile quarterback and not have dumb penalties that shouldn't be extending drives.
Right.
So that's my thoughts on the Texas A&M game. Andrew, what are you feeling?
I think we're gonna win, man. You gave all this very analytical breakdown, and I'm just like, God, at some point it's gonna get done with that. And I'm just gonna say we're gonna win.
I know, right?
I'm sorry, dude. I was learning.
No, dude, I appreciate the stats, but
Yeah.
I was kind of off and I was zoning out a little bit. You caught me.
Yep.
Yeah. No, Nate, why don't you
fuck
give your
your
thoughts on
advanced analytics
I just think it's we're gonna have to try and contain Reed. He is versatile. He can make plays. Like Lucas said, A&M is explosive. They're an exciting team to watch. So I
We
think
have some,
containing the quarterback will be our biggest challenge, but we've done good in the past. Granted, with the grain of salt, I guess you couldn't say we haven't played anyone, but we also haven't. So, you know,
You
I
got
agree.
something to say, Lucas?
Yeah, so we got some comments. All right. I don't know how to say this Instagram name, so I'm not going to. It's the same dude that said I heard Mizzou's coach was on the Diddy party list. Okay.
What, JC Kaufman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
JC Kaufman said
Yeah, JC Kaufman.
A&M is going to win for sure.
okay, they're favored to
He's
win.
Hey, Nate, he's from KU, so if that
Is
gives
he
you
a
any
KU fan?
background. Huh?
Is he a KU fan?
Yeah. They've already turned to basketball season because they fucking suck.
Dude,
Yeah.
that is so funny. Dude, it's so funny.
KU's
know.
doing great. All right.
Yeah.
My
Yeah. Why
coworker's
don't
a
you
KU
look in the
fan.
mirror, Jake?
My coworker's a KU fan, and to start the year, we were like giving each other shit a little bit, and then after last week, he said, "I think it's 18 days until basketball season."
Oh wow, of course he did.
And then they said, "I want to hear Andy's take," but Andy said Mizzou's going to win. So there's
Yeah, they're
your
gonna win.
expert analysis.
No, I have
Andrew
one more thought.
Hedges.
Yeah. Hey, as our potential future vice president said the other night, he's like, I'm a bit of a knucklehead myself, so I kind of related to that.
Let's see here.
That's why they come to this show, man. They don't want expert analysis; they want knucklehead analysis. So
Someone's got to give the
it's off the
advanced stuff.
dome.
So you guys could give the
Yeah.
off the dome stuff. You know,
It'll be interesting to see. I mean, I had the A&M Arkansas game on like the multi-view on my TV this weekend.
Mm.
Don't remember what other game. It was the one that didn't go our way. Because Ole Miss beat Kentucky, but you pulled it out against Auburn. That's what it was. So it's kind of my attention was divided, but Arkansas and A&M seemed to be in kind of a stalemate for the longest time. So I'm not too worried. I honestly think, I think Cook's gonna break out of his slump, and hopefully Drinkwitz has dialed up some, nifty plays, and defense is gonna keep doing what it's been doing. So we'll see. I mean, the first quarter is gonna tell a lot.
I agree. I absolutely agree. I'm excited for it though. Okay, well, we've all got our takes. We're just jumping to pick'ems, I guess, because oh, dude, this
Because of my lack of expert analysis. Yeah, I know.
dude, that's what we're here for. I always say we give
I
the
zoned
best,
out, bro. You caught me red-handed. I apologize.
we give the best analysis in the game clearly because we're gonna
Yeah.
win. That's all you need
Yep.
to know.
We're gonna win. Yep.
That's all you need to know. But let's go ahead and move on to our pick'ems. I've picked 6 games for us. I think they're gonna be fun to watch or fun to bet on. So let me get those pulled up. We'll go one by one, and I will get the advanced analytics up for the people that want to know once the matchup is there. All right, so game 1,
I'm never gonna hear the end of that.
SMU at 22 Louisville. SMU new to the ACC, 4-1 on the road to 3-1 ranked Louisville. Louisville's touchdown favorites over under 56.5. We'll give our. You can say who's just going to win here, Andy. Okay, you don't actually have to give
thank God.
analysis here.
All right. much more on my lane. I was.
But
Not my finest analysis segment. I'll say.
I'll go ahead and go who I think is going to win, and that for me is Louisville. I'm rooting for Louisville in this one. I think SMU. I think this is actually going to be a fun game to watch.
Wow.
But I'm going to go Louisville.
Wow.
You're not biased, are you? Because of a certain sister-in-law that happens to live in that city.
Nope, not at all.
You sure about that?
I actually like Louisville. I think they're a good team.
Okay.
They should be Notre
Nate.
Dame. I think you're just saying that because you're Notre Dame.
But they didn't. So.
Nate,
what's your
SMU
game,
or Louisville?
I'm looking at what they've played and this year, and they stomped TCU. They beat Florida State. They barely lost to BYU. I mean, I think it's going to be a close game. I mean, I want to say Louisville pulls out with a dub. Granted, their spread against Florida. I mean, they lost to Florida. Wait, that's last year. Wow. Louisville hasn't really played anyone besides Notre Dame.
Hey, sorry, it's SMU out
Sorry.
Louisville. So whoever you think's gonna win.
Louisville, yeah.
Louisville.
We have this
Louisville.
here. I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. And then we have Blitz Tiger Blitz.
I want to say Louisville is gonna pull the dub. So
Louisville. That's a new one. I like that. Louisville.
Okay.
that's how
All
I.
right, so we got Nate with Louisville.
Lucas, would you have
I had Louisville as well.
Louisville? Okay.
And Andy, I feel like I already know what you're gonna do just because there's a horse as the emblem. So should I just mark you down for SMU?
Yeah.
Not that's not the craziest rationale, but my initial gut was SMU because, like you said, Nate, Louisville really hadn't played anybody besides Notre Dame. But at Notre Dame is a tough place to play,
It is.
and they hung in there. And I think Notre Dame for a while, minor soapbox. That game was on fucking Peacock, and I don't have Peacock. And as a Notre Dame fan, I was
Same.
pissed off. So I could only just scoreboard watch on my phone.
Yeah.
I think Notre Dame had a comfortable lead for a little bit, but then I think Louisville towards the end got closer. I don't know what you take from that. I want to say SMU, but to play it safe because I can't keep taking these shots because then my analysis is going to suffer in future shows. I'm gonna take Louisville.
I'm in the same boat as I'm in the same boat as you, Andy. I would like to take SMU. I mean, Notre Dame did have a comfortable.
Stop being scared, man. Scared money don't make money.
The first quarter, it was 7-21. Then it was 7-3. No points in the third, and then Louisville had 10 points in the fourth, where Notre Dame had 7.
All right, so we all took Louisville. Okay, fair enough.
I don't know. I think it'll be
in the fucking ACC. So that's my soapbox on conference realignment.
I think it'll be a really good game. I think it probably should be a close game. But yeah, I don't know. SMU's going to put up a fight. They could win, but I'm going to take the safe bet.
All right, we're gonna move on. Next game on the docket for our pick'ems is Iowa 3-1 Iowa Hawkeyes on the road to 4-0 number 3 Ohio State.
Let's just go ahead and skip this one.
Ohio State.
Let's just skip it, dude. Actually, do you guys think Ohio
So we're all taking
State,
Iowa.
Yeah.
Clearly, they're black and gold.
Big upset, yeah. Right, yeah. How about this? Do we think they cover the over under or the spread?
I think Ohio State wins by 37, and I think it's like 37-3. So I think it's the under, and I think Ohio State covers.
I think that's probably a safe bet to take if you can place that bet.
Who has Iowa played?
No one.
I mean, probably nobody, but yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so we're all taking Ohio State.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Next game that I have listed here for you guys is going to be Michigan, number 10, Michigan 4-1 on the road to the Washington Huskies. Huskies are favored by 1.5 over under a 41.5. And again, these spreads and over unders are from FanDuel.
Gotcha. That's going to be a tough one. I'm not going to throw my pick out there yet. I do think it's going to be a good game. Michigan is a young team. But Washington is Washington, so I don't know.
That's some analysis right there. Who you got though?
Here we go.
I don't know, man. Let me sit on this one. All right, come back to me.
I'll go ahead, and if you have your answer, go ahead. If not, I'll go ahead because mine's simple.
I'm looking at the last 5 because that's my expert analysis these days.
Okay, well, while you do that, I'll give my thoughts because I don't need to look nothing up. Last time I bet on this fucking Michigan team to beat Texas, they got shit on. Okay?
Yeah.
I might be biased towards Huskies. Give me Washington, baby. Huskies are going to whoop that
Give me
ass.
Washington.
Ooh.
You know what? I'm going to second that one. Let me hop on that train. I was going to say
Yes,
Washington,
sir.
but let's fucking do it, baby. I'm on there with you.
Full send.
All right. So, boys, in my expert analysis research I have just conducted, Washington has beat Webb. Don't know who the fuck they are. Eastern Michigan, both comfortable wins.
Team.
And then lost to Washington State, a remaining member of the Pac-2, 24-19 at home. Beat Northwestern at home, 24-5. Northwestern's nobody. And then lost to Rutgers at Rutgers, 21-18. Granted, those college boys have never flown all the way across the country for a football game. I'm still on my soapbox because conference realignment is stupid. Michigan, on the other hand, has beat Fresno State at home, 30-10. Lost to Texas, as Lucas previously referenced. Beat Arkansas State, a nobody, only by 10. Beat USC. We got that one wrong, or I did,
We all
by
did.
3 at home, and then also beat Minnesota by 3. I
So
think I'm also
they're
going to have to
what
take the
you're
Huskies.
Oh
saying
my
is
God! I thought you were leaning towards those Wolverines.
Michigan is kind of looking sloppy this year. I'm not gonna lie.
They're
Close
not playing like a number
games.
10 team in the
Okay.
country.
They got destroyed by
So we
Texas
all.
at home. I mean, it's embarrassing.
Yep.
For I would be embarrassed as a Michigan fan, but Mizzou
No, I
has
mean it's understandable. They lost their head coach. They lose a lot of talent to the draft, but
yeah.
yeah,
Young
hopefully
team.
So
Washington beats them. For Mizzou's sake, it'd be very nice if Washington or
so
if
we're gonna
Michigan won.
go. I'm excited that we're all in Washington here. So
Yeah.
so far, we all have same teams. So
And
hopefully,
also, hey, they might have some fuel to the fire because they lost a natty to them not too long ago. So
that's true.
Yeah,
maybe
that's
maybe they
true.
maybe they
Yeah.
want that revenge.
That's
And
fair.
I think Washington's not necessarily a young team either, so I think they
There you
got
go.
some.
See, Lucas, I'm making up for it. My expert analysis picking back up.
Okay.
Just give me
Well,
time, man.
the next
We
one
can
here.
revisit the A&M game if you want to.
The next game I have here, I think is a lot more interesting
It is.
than
This is a good lineup.
the two teams listed here. I think if you look at face value, like real quick, like, I think this game is going to be a little bit better than that, and that is going to be number 4 Tennessee on the road to Fayetteville. I think they play Fayetteville. Arkansas Razorbacks. Line is at 13.5 in Tennessee's favor. Over under 57.5. Um,
Did you go out of order?
yeah,
Okay. Because I
yeah,
thought you were about to say the other one, and I was like,
yeah.
that's actually a really good one. But
I think this game is going to be interesting.
yeah,
I don't think Arkansas. I don't think Arkansas is as bad as we all think, and I don't think. I think Tennessee's good, but I don't think they're as good as we think as
damn, they're
well.
ranked 4.
Yeah,
What is the
Yeah,
top 4 teams? Is it
damn.
it's,
Alabama,
I didn't know.
Texas?
Alabama, Texas, Ohio State, Tennessee.
They fucking moved up on a bye week. I
Who?
guess we did too. Tennessee, they weren't 4 last week.
Yeah, they
No,
were
but
like
Georgia lost.
yeah, but they were
Oh,
ranked 4th though. You don't.
Yeah, Georgia was 4 and they lost. So Georgia dropped and Tennessee went up. Tennessee was 5.
What was Alabama was ranked 2 though.
Yeah, Tennessee, Bama went up. Georgia went
Bama's
down.
one.
Yeah, but I don't think Tennessee should be ranked 4. But nonetheless,
Yep. I'm gonna just keep it easy and give me Tennessee. I
Okay.
still think I think OU was starting to come back in that game, but it was also probably because Tennessee took the gas off the pedal.
Mhm.
Pedal off the gas, Jesus. Yeah, I think Tennessee's still gonna go down to Fayetteville and beat them.
Okay. Nate.
So sorry, pigs.
Arkansas is looking good this year, no doubt. I mean, they have been explosive. They've been making plays. But give me Tennessee, baby. Come on.
Good old Rocky Top.
All right. Well, we all took
Come on,
Tennessee
Lucas, you
here.
can take it.
I'm taking Tennessee. Then this one's for big old cousin Shane here. That one's for you,
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
Um,
Got to get him on the show sometime.
oh, dude, if we could make that happen, that would be a dream come true. Next
Be a
game
dream.
here is even better than this game. I tried to list the games in order of like most
Mhm.
interesting, at least to me, because I'm the
Yeah.
one that picked them this week. But to me, I think this game has. This game is going to be good. South Carolina stomped Kentucky, and then Kentucky just beat Ole Miss last week. So I think this game is going to be insane. I also think it impacts Mizzou in a few ways. Ole Miss losing is not only good for Mizzou, but we play South Carolina later this year. So, where do they measure up against? I still think a very good Ole Miss team. Ole Miss ranked 12th, 9.5-point favorites, traveling to Columbia, South Carolina to play those Gamecocks. I'm curious. I feel like I already know your guys' answers, but I'm curious on who you think's going to win this game and what's your pick.
Honestly, I don't know my pick because I agree with you, Lucas. Ole Miss has been hit or miss. South Carolina is what it is, so it's hard to tell.
Mhm.
South Carolina has had some good games this year. They beat Kentucky badly, which is saying something because Kentucky just beat Ole Miss.
And they lost to Georgia by 1.
Yeah, and I mean, I know that was what, like second week into the season, but nonetheless, Kentucky's been good. They barely lost to LSU. I think I'm gonna have to go with the old South Carolina on this one.
Oh shit! Okay, we're
Yeah,
getting spicy. I fucking love it.
and that's to say if they do come out and play. And that's not saying Ole Miss doesn't. Ole Miss is a good team. They just I don't know if they have it in them this week against South Carolina. I think South Carolina's coming out this year with you know some enthusiasm in playing. So
I love that. I love that. So we got Nate down for South Carolina here. Andy, who do you have in this big time matchup?
I'm torn, as Nate also said. I also the last time we had a South Carolina pick 'em, I chose them, and they blew a massive lead at home to LSU. That was very frustrating. That was while I was in Florida. Watched them lose that lead, and towards the end lose on the. It didn't go to overtime, but the last second field goal.
yeah,
Obviously, you can make the Kentucky comparison. The transitive theory in football only means so much. I mean, it
right,
obviously it does work sometimes, and other times it doesn't mean shit because teams change.
Yeah.
Injuries and progress or regression, whatever you want to call it, depends on every team. Um, I could go either way. Honestly, my mind was just telling me, it's like, hey, you know what? Lane Kiffin's not going to accept back-to-back losses. He's going to give a hell of a speech, and he's probably been grilling their ass all week in practice.
hmm
At the same time, South Carolina, I mean, their only loss this year was a last-second loss at home to LSU.
yeah.
It really also College Game Day was there. Pat McAfee was constantly saying Cox because he could get away with it. I could go either way, man. Honestly, I want to say Ole Miss, but I also want to say South Carolina because South Carolina, a dub for them would help us in the rankings. And like you said, Lucas, it would build Mizzou's resume if we get that dub later this year. With all that being said, give me them Cox, baby.
Dude, I just gotta say one thing. He gave more insight on this game than he did the Mizzou game.
He did, didn't he? Wow, it's that shot, man. It's that jag.
What
Yeah.
team? What team are you rooting for, dog?
Hey, bro, that shot acted like a stun grenade in Call of Duty. I was just kind of fucking like,
All right. So
Andy, what do you think about the A&M game? We're gonna win, dude.
okay.
Why is it when I throw a flashbang, it's like I throw a napkin?
So
But when
Uh,
he throws it, it's like Jamal threw a fucking blanket over me.
back to the pick'ems.
Oh,
I'm
man.
taking Ole Miss. It's simple as that. Ole
Yeah.
Miss
It's
just had not. It
simple
was
as that.
a,
Why
was a-
is it that
it
simple?
was a trap game. They're gonna go in there and they're gonna get that dub.
Yeah.
Jackson Dark is gonna tear them up.
There's a chance of that. I mean, I'm
There
50-50
probably
on
is.
it.
Yeah, I think this game goes one of two ways. Ole
Ole
Miss
Miss
comes
blows
in
them out,
there.
or
hmm Yeah, I
Yeah.
think me and Andy are the same boat. Yeah, Ole Miss comes in there, puts the gas on them, and doesn't let up, or
Yeah.
they play it close to the line.
Give me the Cox, baby.
Yeah,
Give me
Okay.
the Cox.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm right there with.
You can clip that, Lucas.
hmm
I will. I will actually.
Give him the Cox. Give
Give
him
me
the
the
Cox.
Cox.
This guy wants a cock.
All right.
Yeah.
This next pick'em. Hey,
That's my pick, and I'm sticking to it.
Hey, I'm right there with you, man. Give me
the
the
next
cock.
pick'em here. The next pick'em is Mizzou is. Give me 1 second here. Traveling to Kyle Field, College Station, Texas. Your Missouri Tigers are ranked 9, going to 25. Texas A&M, who's favored by a field goal over under 48.5.
Mhm.
I can go first. You guys can go first. Don't care. We need score predictions. And again, this week, the bet will be who's closer to total points, right? And then the loser has to do some kind of dance, and we'll post it to the Off the Dome socials. That's the bet
Dance.
this week.
Really?
Did we agree to that? I don't think we did.
When did you say dance?
Yeah,
You gotta do some dance, and
you
we're
know,
gonna put. It's better than a shot. I don't want to do the
Is it
shots. I
a,
want real. I want a real steak because nobody wants to dance and post it on social media. So this is the bet.
Hey, Nate, it's been a while since we've all taken U.S. government, but doesn't a veto require a 2/3 vote?
I think so.
That's the bet.
That's
I-
weird because that's a 2/3 vote against that shit. So fuck
Well,
that.
that's what we're doing.
Regardless, if
That's
you're
what we're
the one
doing.
running it.
And the two people who don't lose get to pick the dance that the loser does.
Yeah, how about the song they dance to?
Song or dance.
Okay.
Either one. Either one. It's only like a 20, 30,
That's okay,
30
that's
20 second.
20.
20-second
Shit,
video.
15, 10. Come on.
Okay, 15
Gotta
to
be
20
short.
seconds.
Like
15
8 to
to
10.
Okay, that's
Like
fine.
5.
No. 10 seconds video. Andy, because your name starts with an A. What is your score
I'm going
prediction
first.
for the Mizzou game?
Uh,
And before
well,
think about it, don't give us a
yeah.
yet. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Come on. He's not even ready.
Yes, I am. Okay. I just don't want it to share it right away. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay, Andy, you ready?
I am indeed.
Okay, I wanted to play this for you. Andy, what is your score prediction?
Lucas.
I'm going to say, let's see here. The line is at 49.5. We've been scoring around 30 points per game against serious competition, more serious competition. Our A&M's been scoring, with the exception of McNeese State, in the 20s. So give me 31-17. Your Missouri Tigers.
Whoa! 31-17. Your Missouri Tigers are going to take that dub, according to Andrew. All right, I love it.
I'll piggyback off that. Let's go. I take Mizzou. I think it'll be a 21-28 game.
Who wins?
Mizzou. I just said I'm taking Mizzou.
You said the losing score first, though.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
That's why I was confused.
That puts me on the over.
You're on the over, and you're at 49 points.
And I'm at 47. No, 48.
48. And this is not the song that I'm playing here for this bullshit. Hang on.
Why do you play it every time when it's your turn? This is dumb.
The song was over. Here we go, baby. Bring them out. Bring the fucking Tigers out. We're going to go to Aggie Field. I'm not going to say we're going to kick the ass, but we're going to fucking win. And my score prediction today, 31. 20. Your Missouri Tigers.
20?
31-20.
Okay.
And this is my AI picture this week. You guys like it?
Yeah, AI said, "What the fuck is an Aggie?"
It really did. I typed in Truman Tiger beating up Texas A&M Aggie, and that's what it gave me.
Hey, it'll do.
Yeah.
So in other words, what the fuck is an Aggie?
No one knows, but it's provocative. All right, baby.
But no, I'm excited nonetheless. So let's recap really quick here while we close the show out. I'm gonna give us our score predictions. Nathan has your Missouri Tigers 28-21. Andy has your Missouri Tigers 31-17. And I, Lucas, have the Missouri Tigers winning 31-20. All our scores are fairly close here, so I think we all feel pretty good. I think if it's a high-scoring game, Mizzou wins. If it's a low-scoring game, I think that's where it gets dicey. And I think your Missouri Tigers win. Woo!
There we go, baby.
All right, well, I have nothing else for you guys. Unless one of these motherfuckers got something for you guys, we're going to close this shit out.
Peace out, losers.
Oh, that's it. Thanks for listening to the Knucklehead Analysis.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining, as always. We will be live next week breaking down the Mizzou victory and looking into the next week. MIZ, bitch.
ZOU.